What's up, YouTube? Listen to me and listen to me really good because I know a lot of people need to hear this. And this also goes for those with this, with a disability. And that is this. Look, no matter your disability, you can do anything. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But no matter what that situation is, you can do anything. You might take a little longer to get something done, but you know what? That's okay. Trust me on that one. I'm the same way. Example, there's a lot of times that I've posted here on YouTube, just from sitting in my truck. For most people that drive can just, that can also walk, can just hop in their truck, their vehicle, no problem. As someone with a disability, that takes a little bit longer. Of course, with me, I lift a wheelchair up and put it in the truck. And that, yes, it takes a lot longer. But again, my level 1 spina bifida affects only my balance. And that's it. If it wasn't my balance, I'd be up walking right now. But what I'm saying to you is this. Just because something takes you longer doesn't mean that you're not capable of it. I know the feeling. Trust me, all too well, I know that feeling. And yes, it's aggravating. That's more than aggravating, to be honest with you. More than aggravating. But just because it takes you longer to do something than what it might somebody else, does not mean you're not capable of what you're trying to do. Like I said, I know that it can be frustrating. I'm 35, so, and my point to that is, yes, I thought I'd be walking 10 plus years ago, and I'm still trying to learn how to walk. And it's, like I said, it's just because of my balance. So for me not being able to walk on my own yet, yes, it's aggravating, knowing that it's just because of balance. The other thing that I can tell you that's aggravating is the judgment you get. That happens to all of us, unfortunately. Just because of your disability or disabilities doesn't make you any different. You might have to go about something different, but just because you have to go about something different than what somebody walking may have to go through or go about doing doesn't make you any different. Just means you got to go about something different, and that's more than okay. Another thing for me is being 35 and still never been on dates, relationships, because I've been my whole life. I've dealt with judgment. I've dealt with that. I dealt with getting called names just because I'm sitting down. And people think that, I don't know, that's being said or that's been done. So yes, having a disability can be and is aggravating. But I promise you this. No matter what you're after, no matter what you're trying to do, it can be done. For example, like I said, when I've made, a lot of my YouTube videos, you saw me sit in my truck. And I know I've shown you once how my hand controls work. So, I can do the same thing as someone driving. Except, but since my feet aren't fast, as a fast reaction, from gas to brake, I have to use my hands, or use my hand, excuse me. But that's okay. It can still be done, and that goes for anybody, for anything. No matter your disability, you're still capable of whatever it is that you want to do or try to do. It might take you longer than what it might take you longer to get something done. But that doesn't mean that it's impossible. I get it. Like I said, 100%. It's aggravating. More than aggravating, to be honest with you. But that doesn't mean that you can't do something. So, for those with a disability or anything, never let that hold you back. If you want to do something, go for it. I'm 100% with you on that. And in other words, I encourage you to do what you want to do. Like I said, here I am with being born, like I said, with spina bifida. Mine's level 1, which is just because of my balance. And here I am, still posting on YouTube. Just try to motivate, inspire as much as possible. And again, if I can help somebody else out, if I can, encourage somebody, motivate somebody, inspire someone, that's what I'm after. I love to be able, at the end of the day, I'd love to be able to know that I've helped someone else out or so many people out. And I'll be honest with you, whenever I first started this here on YouTube, March 5th, 2022, at first I honestly didn't know how this would go. But you know what? I knew what I wanted to do, and that is to motivate and inspire. And again, try to help as many people as I can. I try to build others up. And that's what I'm telling you. Don't let if you're someone that's watching this here on YouTube, and you're someone that has a disability, don't let that disability hold you back. Because, again, nothing's impossible. Impossible only means I'm possible. You're possible. So, whatever it is that you're after, keep going. Keep pushing. Keep being you. Keep a smile on your face. And who knows? And I know this for a fact because I've even had others tell me this. You inspire more than you may know. You motivate somebody more than you may know. I've had, because that I drive with the hand controls like I've showed you, I've had people look at me and said, how do you drive? How do you get in and out of your truck? How do you do this? How do you do that? And then they see how I do something. It's just like, wow. And it leaves them speechless. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, you're gonna get those judgmental people. Trust me, I know that all too well. All too well. When it came to trying to date a relationship or even trying to work, I've got that from different people. But that doesn't change who you are. That's just how it is sometimes. Unfortunately. But let me tell you something. No matter your disability, whether it's physical, meaning whether it's a disability that can be seen, or even if it's a disability that isn't noticeable, you're capable of anything. Anything you want to do, you can do. In other words, don't ever let your disability hold you back. Yeah, like I said, you might have to go at certain things maybe slower than someone that walks, or whatever the case may be. But you know what? That doesn't make you any different. You may be someone, like I said, like I mentioned a couple times already, you may be someone that has trouble with dates, relationships. But that doesn't mean that it won't happen for you. It's not happened for me yet. But does that mean that it won't? No. Whatever goal or goals that you have, or whatever the case may be, you're capable of anything. You can do anything put your mind to. Yeah, it's going to be, you might go through more difficulties than someone else. But does that make you any different? No. That doesn't make you any different. Keep being you. Keep a smile on your face. And keep going. Keep that positive attitude. Yeah, I know. Easier said than done with the attitude. But always keep a positive attitude. Like I said, easier said than done. But I promise you, keep that positive attitude and keep pushing. One way or another, whatever you're after, you can do. It's just like with this, here on YouTube. When I first started, I wasn't sure. Again, I wasn't sure how this would go. I knew I had a goal of being able to motivate and inspire, but I didn't know how it was going to go. I knew what my goal was, but I wasn't sure how things would play out. But here we are, almost 2 years. Matter of fact, it'll be 2 years, March 5th. And with that said, I can't say thank you all enough for everything, all of the comments, the confidence that you've given me, the support that you've all given me. And I was gonna make a different YouTube on this, but I'll say this here. I was reading through my comments a few days ago, and then I read it again today. Again, I wasn't sure how to say this. It's nice. It's nice to be there for others, and that's what I always try to do. And one of the comments said, thank you for what you do. From one of the last YouTube videos that I did, said, you know what? That's the hug that I needed. That was the hug that I needed to keep going. And you know what? To hear a comment like that, for someone to say, that's the hug that I need to keep going. You know what? That meant a lot. That means a lot here. Hearing comments, knowing that I get to help others means more to me than what I can explain. Because that's what I love to do. That's what I always tried to do. That's what I've always tried to do. Now, again, I know I don't, post every day. And when I don't post, or I'm not, posting on YouTube, it's the fact of trying to find the right content. Things that will help you, and because that's what I love to do. I love helping as many people as I can. I love helping others, put it that way. That's how I grew up. That's how I was raised, I'll put it that way. So when I can help others, that's what I'm after. Again, I'm someone that's, sitting here in a wheelchair. And I'm still making YouTube content. You know what? Yeah, I have a disability. Or, as some might say. But it only affects my balance. That's all my level 1 spinal benefit affects. Is just my balance. But again, you saw me driving. You saw me, post from, sitting in my truck. You know what? I don't let things hold me back, and neither should you. Am I saying things are going to be easy? No. You're gonna face difficulties. You're gonna face difficulties, but difficult does not mean impossible. So with that said, again, keep going, keep pushing, keep being you, keep smiling. And again, if there's anything that you would like to hear, hearing, let me know in the comments. And again, if I click on your comments, and I see also that you have a YouTube channel, I'm going to subscribe to you as well. So there again, like I said, we're coming up on 2 years here on YouTube, and the fact that I've been able to, put time in this and help as many as I have over the 2 years, I can't tell you how much that's meant to me. That's meant more to me than I can put into words. Because this is what I love to do. I love to be able to motivate, inspire, and try to help as many people as I can. And that's what, you know what? When I can help somebody, I'm all for it. So again, if there's something that you would like to hear, let me know in the comments. And I will put that together for you and post it. Again, with that said, let's get it.